Okey. Saya share. Macam mana? Sorry Okey. Okey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa khabar semua? How are you today? Sihat? So today we will do a little bit of, kita santai-santai je lah. Sebelum kita start, kita baca mungkin kita Al-Fatihah dulu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Alright. Before ni ada yang dah kenal saya ke belum? Saya dah ini kali ketiga lah saya bagi kuliah dengan Zikra. Dan saya rasa sebab yang first time, second time I was a little bit nervous because depan ustaz, depan audience. But this time a little bit more comfortable because online, tak ada orang kat depan. Alright, but if you have any question, you may ask. Okay, tanya je. Kita santai-santai je hari ni, and macam slow sikit. Kejap saya pun tak pandai sangat pakai mic ni. Dah maksimum kot ke saya kena dekatkan mic? Okay, dengar tak? Ke saya kena cakap kuat lagi kot? Okey ke? Yang lain? Boleh bagi feedback sikit suara saya? Sebab saya memang cakap slow, jadi better dekatkan mic. Atas ni je lah. Okay, terima kasih. Alright. So hari ni kita before kita start review buku, we are going to review book. I would like to introduce myself a little bit because previously I didn't introduce myself like properly. So my name is Haneza Hamid. So seperti yang I think Ustaz pernah bagi tahu, saya belajar dekat Japan, right? So yes, I was study in Japan for almost 8 years. Study and live in Japan. So today we are going to do some book reviews. Two of them are Japanese literature and one is Korean. And then I will tell you why did I choose Japanese literature. Inilah dia, because I'm comfortable with Japanese setting, and then I think like Japanese is very calm. And then bila saya baca, when I read the books, I'm very familiar with it, so I can picture very well. Okay, so that's my personal reason why I like to read Japanese literature, and I really love to read what do we call this kind of book? It's kejap. It's not a self-help book. It's slice of life book. genre. So sebab kita pun human kan, kita pun hidup, it's not about like macam guidance for us. Somehow it's a guidance. And then for a lonely person, I mean like macam if you are living alone, most of the time of course I live alone in Japan. So most of the time I will be alone, and then bila kita baca buku tu, bila I read the book, it's much more, how do I say, it's like the feeling like you're not alone. Somebody else also feel the same way. Dia macam tu lah. Okay, so I studied in Japan. I studied in international development. I'm studying in Graduate School of International Development, at the international and human international development, sorry. And my major is education and human development. So saya buat PhD dekat sana, tentang pendidikan dan juga pembangunan manusia. Okay, so begitulah perjalanan PhD, bukan mudah dekat sana. Dan adalah jatuh bangun sendiri dekat sana. Memang agak personal sikit lah pasal tu. Tapi dari situ kita belajar untuk comfort diri kita, kita belajar untuk grow. Kalau kita tak ada, like, I think if we don't face any challenges, we will not grow. So kita akan belajar daripada situ. And so saya dekat sana PhD dan juga cikgu. I was a teacher there. I teach English to Japanese kids from nursery and also preschool, and then elementary, high school. Dan saya juga bekerja di university as a teaching assistant and also research assistant, which is saya sometimes I have to help the graduate school students, which is master student, untuk thesis diorang lah, and undergraduate students. So undergraduate students, sometimes I have to do the lecture as well in the classroom. So that's the sedikit sebanyak sebagai saya punya background. So mostly saya memang sepanjang almost 8 tahun tu memang bekerja dengan Jepun je lah. Dan juga international students daripada pelbagai jenis negara. So it's I would say it's a very fruitful experience. And then pernah dengar tak orang kata experience tu adalah the best teachers, right? Experience the best teachers. So pergilah keluar dan belajar. Okay, so today we go back to our main purpose. We are going to explore how we are going to move from feeling lost, feeling unsure in our life, or maybe some of us probably simply stuck or feel overwhelmed in your life, and maybe you feel like everything is too much for you, and then starting from there you already question, like you started to question yourself. Why am I here? Why what I'm doing here? And then you start questioning about your life, and this is what we call existential crisis. So that's just us human, we always question. So and just like I mentioned, I also have that kind of season, and I have the time that I question my direction, where it's like, what is my purpose? And one of my boss used to ask me, what's your purpose? What's your aim every day in daily life? And at that time I was broken, and I was like, even that simple question can make me cry. So like suddenly tear up. Tiba-tiba meleleh je air mata kan. So because we feel at that time, I feel like it's too much for me. It's too much for me to hold. Sampaikan depan bos pun rasa macam tak malu nak menangis dah. Sampai at that time is dah what we call is like overwhelmed lah, right? So I think that when I feel that kind of emotion, when I read the books, those books, it literally helped me. So there were times in my own life like everything felt quiet. I was in quiet season. Everything like macam very very heavy. And I didn't know where I was going, nak pergi mana ni. And especially when I decided want to go back for good in Malaysia, I was like, is this the right decision? Is this the right decision? And bila dah balik, I have culture shocks as well. Culture shock dengan environment, and then I want to adjust myself back in this country. So bila nak adjust tu, when we met new people, susah jugalah tak. But macam for me, I'm easy to get adapt with strangers. Boleh je nak berborak, senang lah nak berborak. But then bila nak jadi very close, like macam very click to someone, it's very hard. Tapi bila dah click tu, memang I will stick with that person for a long time. Lepas tu but then yeah, we shouldn't trust people that much because people might betray you. So adalah benda yang I go through, and then I was like, okay, patah lagi. Bila patah lagi, we have to build up ourselves again and again. Like macam sometimes we will question, sampai bila nak patah macam ni kan? Alright. So since I live in Japan for a long time, so I chose to read the Japanese literature because it helped me to understand myself again, because I can't find myself in Japan. Like bila I tengah broken pun, I was thinking like, oh, I want to go back to Japan. Because I can't find myself there. I can find the comfort there. I didn't say that you have to go there, but maybe you can ask yourself, where is your safer space? Okay, all right. So macam mana nak tekan next? Alright. Okay. So today it's not a lecture. It's more about a reflective journey. I already mentioned earlier about my journey a little bit, and why stories? Because stories mirror our emotion. Because pernah tak korang baca buku? When you read books, you feel like this story is talking about me. And then I used to read. Okay, this one tak ada dalam apa nama dia, list to this hari ni. One book yang I gave my sister to borrow the book. I think tak dekat sini. Okay, buku Ustaz Imran. Apa nama buku color maroon tu? Siapa ingat? Siapa ingat buku Ustaz Imran, nama buku tu? Alamak, lupa dah. Sorry Ustaz. Ada siapa-siapa ingat tak? Yes, Tuhan akhirnya aku menyerah. So I read that book, buku Ustaz Imran tu. I was like, masa tu I baca the epilogue or prologue? Yang kat belakang epilogue, right? I baca lah yang kat belakang tu. I was like, he wrote about he was running dekat belakang tu, dekat Bosphorus lake tu kan. And then I was like, this is really resemble me so much. And I was like, siapa dia ni And I don't know him. I macam, apa? Mana dia tahu cerita aku? I was like, macam tu. Mana dia tahu cerita aku? So, I was like that. I don't know whether korang pernah rasa ke tak benda ni. Bila baca buku rasa macam, yes, this is me. Pernah tak rasa-rasa? So, pernah tak? Sekejap. Pernah kan? So, bila baca, I think like that. That's why we said like, that's why I said like, stories mirror our emotions. Okay. Then, so today we are going to go through this one, the dead end memories. I haven't finished this one yet because it's just arrived. I just managed to read because this book, actually, for the dead end memories, it has 5 short stories inside. So I just read the first short stories, which is House of Ghosts, and also the Dead End Memories, the last one. I memang tak baca ikut turutan, suka lompat-lompat. Alright. And then and also this one. This one. This at Morisaki Bookshop. I think in Malaysia we have the Malay version. I tak ingat nama dia apa. Hari di Morisaki, kedai buku Morisaki, macam tu lah. So this book, I really love it because it's very simple, sangat ringan untuk dibaca, and then the words also, the wording that the author use also not that hard to understand. And I really love to annotate. Before this, I don't like to annotate my books because I was thinking that I bought it expensive with like I'm using my money, and then like it's really expensive, and I rasa sayang nak annotate. But lama-lama macam rasa tak best pula kalau tak annotate. So then I didn't like really annotate, just like underline any quotes or sentence that I think this might be useful for me. Siapa suka annotate? Yes. Is there anyone like love to annotate their books? Saya tak suka annotate, tapi saya belajar untuk annotate sekarang ni. Okay. Because when you open it again, when you open your book again, you will feel like sometimes you will feel lost again, kan? So kita buka, kita nampak word yang kita dah annotate tu, right? So it's like it becomes a reminder for us. That's why I think it's good to annotate as well. Okay. Next. Okay. For the dead end memories, it's the theme that includes in this book is emotional dead ends, invisible pain, slow and soft healing, and also small routine matters. Okay, it's actually teach you about, because the invisible wound that those character go through, and but then the characters start to learn how to start living again, like slowly learning how to start living again. And it's very how do I say, the author who named Yoshimoto, she doesn't she doesn't like dramatize the pain, but she show the after, like the like macam after effect lah. So the quiet, the empty feeling after something breaks inside you, then it she portray she deliver in her writings. Okay, so the title of the Dead End Memories actually refers to our moments in our life where we reach an emotional roadblock where we think that we cannot go backward and then fix everything. We also don't know how to move forward. It's like we are stuck. So this is a book like telling you that you can go forward, but slowly. You don't need to push yourself. And this book also like telling you to take or how to like take just keep living, and then just do your small routine. For example, the moment that when my boss asked me, what's your purpose of living? Selain daripada I love to walk, right? So and like macam whenever I have time, I will go for brisk walk and also Pilates. So my boss asked me, other than brisk walk and Pilates, what did you do? Like, what's your purpose? And I start like macam tiba-tiba emotional, and I was telling my boss, going to work. So going to work is the purpose of living for me. And then maybe other than that, making tea, making coffee, like just keep living, just keep functioning, even it's a very small routine. Yes, I do feel like I want to sleep all day when I at the broken time. I was like, I just want to shut everything out. But then when I read the books, I think like, yes, this is really mirrors me. And then, so it's okay to take a rest. If you feel overwhelmed, take a rest. Okay? So take a moment and think about where is your like which part of your life currently feels stuck or paused. So this book, the Dead End Memories, is actually teach you to acknowledge your quiet struggle, your quiet season in your life, and take the first step towards rediscovering meaning. So like you cannot go back to the past, but you need to keep moving forward. So this book really helps, like through those short stories that the Yoshimoto wrote. You don't have to figure out now, even your life feel like a dead end already, but there's still a movement happening inside you. It's slowly, quietly, softly, and then you need to know that healing doesn't always look like breakthroughs. Sometimes it looks like breathing or resting. Just rest. If you feel tired, just rest. Okay? And I would like to read one like a part of the book that I like. It says about happiness descends on you suddenly, regardless of circumstance, and so indifferently that it seems cruel. It doesn't care where you are or who you are with. You don't see it coming. You can't make it happen. It might arrive with your next breath, or you might never get to experience it no matter how long you wait. So just keep living. Just keep living. And there's one more part. Sekejap mana tadi? I like who love to eat dessert here? Because I saw something about dessert today. Is there anyone love to eat dessert? If I can find it. That's why we have to annotate, but I forgot to annotate. It tells about dessert here. Like dessert is something like giving you happiness. Do you agree with that? Dessert give you happiness. So if you are feeling sad, you can eat something sweet. Okay. So that one is the Dead End Memories. I haven't finished it yet. I hope I can finish all the 5 short stories. I only read 2 short stories out of 5. So then we move to the next one. Okay, the next one is the Days at Morisaki Bookshop. So I think you have read the post by Zikra. We also wrote about. Salah buku. This one, sorry, this one. We wrote about we had a post about Days at Morisaki Bookshop review. So the theme is safe space, belonging, small routine also, rediscovering self. Who have read this book? Siapa nak baca? Sorry saya ni macam cikgu-cikgu sikit sebab memang saya cikgu. Okay. Yes, sedap. Oh, that one for dessert. Okay. So for this at Morisaki Bookshop, tak pernah. Okay, it's about a girl. A girl ke a woman. Dia 25 years old. 25 years old. And how, okay, the the interesting part is macam mana I punya influence sangat. This book influenced me a lot. Macam mana nak cakap, I really love this book sampai I pergi tempat dia. Okay, so it's about a woman who is having a heartbroken. She had a heartbroken, and then she ended up healing at the bookshop in Jimbocho. So Jimbocho is located in Tokyo. So tempat ni ada. Jadi when I was broken, I visited that place. Sampai macam tu sekali kan. So a story about finding meaning in ordinary moments. Okay, so this book, sis ada yang dah pernah baca, mesti macam excited right about this book. I don't know whether this book bagi effect apa dekat you, but then you might ask yourself, boleh tanya dekat diri sendiri, which character you think that closest to your character in your life, because we are the main character in our life. So kita lah main character. So tak ada orang tak ada orang apa ni? Okay. So tak ada orang apa sub character ke apa dekat dalam diri kita. Kita bukan pelakon pembantu ke apa, tak, kita lah the main actor of our stories. So bila kita reflect balik, when we reflect ourselves and the characters in those books yang kita baca, ada tak bila kita baca buku yang kita suka lah, ada tak yang you think that resembles you, or the closest characters dengan your character. So for this book, I think adalah sikit. I think like bila I baca, I was like, why her events and why she's like this. Okay, so this book is very simple and quiet novel, but then very simple, but it has full of warmth and gentleness. So it's unexpected healing. So bila kita tengah serabut, kita tengah macam hati ni dah overwhelmed sangat kan, we don't have to read a heavy book, just yang ringan-ringan je. Okay, so this stories follows about Takako, the character Takako kan. She had heartbreaking, the heartbreak, and then she's also losing her job. She losing her sense of direction because bila dia dah heartbroken, she was like, she doesn't want to do anything. She just want to sleep. She just want to sleep. She shut down. She turned off her phone, and then she also losing her confidence. But like macam she tried to be function, but inside she feels empty. And this book is telling the story about about Takako when she at the lowest point. And then when she at the lowest point, her mom called her. Her mom called her? No. Her uncle called her, and then her uncle asked her, like forced her to come to the bookshop and stay with the uncle because she already resigned from the job. Why she resigned from the job? Because she was working with the ex-boyfriend. So macam mana dia nak face the ex-boyfriend, and then the ex-boyfriend wants to get married. Oh, alamak, dah bagi tahu spoiler. Tak apa, itu awal-awal. Kalau you baca awal-awal, you dah tahu dah lah sikit. So, the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend wants to engage. If I'm not mistaken, engage ke get married? Engage kot. And then the the fiancé also work together dekat the same company. So dia pun berundur berundur diri apalah. Dia pun resign from the job sebab dia dah tak boleh nak tengok lelaki tu, and then teruklah keadaan dia. And then what else? Okay. When she decided to go to the bookshop, she was thinking like, okay, this is just temporary. Pergi sekejap, macam pergilah daripada uncle dia bising-bising, right? So macam pergi juga. And then dia pergi, and then dia duduk dekat bookshop tu dekat belah atas, dekat room atas, room yang tempat macam store tau, dah nampak macam store, tapi end up dia kemas dia boleh dia jadi bilik yang cantik lah. But as usual, Japanese is not like Japanese punya bilik, dia tak adalah luxury mana, but it's very apa orang kata, adequate lah. Dia cukup. It's enough for us to live. Okay. And then tapi lama-lama at the end dia macam bila dia dah duduk kat situ berhari-hari, at one point, sebab sampaikan atuk pula, the uncle call her sleeping master kot, because she keep on sleeping. She sleep all day. Lepas tu dia pun at one time tu dia dah agaknya dah penat sangat tidur kan. dia capai satu buku. Satu buku dia start lah membaca. And then slowly, very slowly, her heart begins to heal. Through reading book. Sebab dia rasa macam best lah buku ni. Baca sikit. Lepas tu lama-lama dia addict. Okay. So one masa yang part yang baru-baru dia pindah dekat the uncles. Ada part this phrase that I like. It says like this one. When I turned off the lights, the room suddenly fell completely silent. It was like all those books were absorbing the sound. So macam saya suka tempat yang senyap. Saya tak suka tempat yang bising sangat. So when you pernah dengar deafening silent tak? Which means dekat luar senyap tapi dekat you punya kepala dekat sangat bising. Like outside is noisy but inside it's loud. Like you think too much. So that is deafening silent. That's what it is. Okay. And banyaklah sebenarnya yang I think that this book really like there are other phrases yang boleh help you to find the purpose of living. So one more purpose. Dia cakap kat sini kan. All of a sudden, I felt as if my twisted heart was being filled with warm light. It was still blurry, but I could feel a sense of purpose growing within me. That's when I made my decision. It was time to stop shutting myself up in a cage. It was time to get moving, to look around and learn what I could from it all. So time to go in search of a place where I belong, a place where I could say with confidence that I felt right. So this one, it doesn't have to be a bookshop, right? So you need to find your own Morisaki Bookshop. It can be a cafe. It can be a mosque, your favorite mosque. It can be apa lagi? A quiet corner at your home. It can be 5 minutes in our life. It can be our friend's house. It can be maybe in your toilet. So we need to find a healing space. So healing in a safe places, meanings like for Takako, it's the Morisaki Bookshop. But for us, dekat mana? Cuba fikir. So you might think right now, kat mana tempat yang you rasa bila you pergi, you rasa tenang, you think that you have that sense of belongings there. Alright? And here, also, there's another phrase. No matter where I went, no matter who I was with, if I could be honest with myself, then that was where I belong. So, dekat mana pun awak pergi, tak kira lah siapa, but then as long as you can be honest with yourself, with your feeling, with your emotion, then that's where you belong. Okay? Alright. So, Takako didn't heal through big decisions or big changes. She just moved from her house to the bookshop. And she healed quietly through opening shop. Sebab dia dah tak ada kerja kan? Dia kerja dengan uncle dia. So every morning, she will open up the bookshop. And then, what else she do? Small routine. Dia kemas bookshelves, dusting bookshelves, making tea, pergi kedai kopi, eating with her uncle, and read books again. So it's very like, and then she also tried to really discovering herself. And so happiness grows in small routines, not big achievement. You don't have to do something big to earn the happiness. Okay? So the bookshop gave her something that she had been missing, which is a sense of belongings. Satu benda kat sini, macam saya nak cakap lah, when I was in Japan, okay, nama pun sebab kita sebenarnya pergi mana-mana pun kita ada sense of belonging dekat negara kita sebenarnya. Kita ni walaupun kita pergi mana-mana pun, we still Malaysian. Macam tu. Because to be honest, pergi Jepun pun tetaplah nak makan nasi lemak. That's it. Kan? Tetaplah Malaysia. Malaysia tu tetap Malaysia juga. But then, yalah kita untuk safe space, we can go anywhere. Tak kisahlah negara sendiri, negara mana-mana. But to heal, we don't have to do something big. Just small things is enough. Okay, and then do not underestimate the power of community. Sebab dekat dalam ni, dekat dalam ni Takako dia ada community yang dia rapat. Contohnya dia pergi dengan siapa? Apa nama? Dia selalu pergi the cafe tau. Ada satu cafe ni yang dia selalu pergi. Dia selalu pergi minum. And then dekat situ dia start to be friend with the owner, the coffee shop owner, yang the workers. So lama-lama the community tu yang buatkan dia rasa macam dia dekat tempat dia. Macam tu. So macam saya, masa dekat Japan pun tetaplah berjumpa dengan community Malaysia. Every Friday we will have liqah, read Quran together, tadabbur and all that. Okay. And then so like macam this one, one more phrase. I feel like I finally learned something, to see something a tiny bit valuable within myself. So bila dia dah start baca buku, I met so many people there, dia cakap, I met so many people there and I learned so many things. Itulah. So kita walaupun kita tengah in our quiet season, we still can. You don't have to be alone. You need to reach out. You need to reach out to anyone. Tak perlu ramai pun. You don't need a big group pun. But jangan tinggal sorang-sorang. It's okay. Memang kita memang kalau kita suka me time tu, it's normal. But then bila you always tinggal sorang, you have a lots of thoughts tau yang akan, I think like it can damage you more. Memang, and then tapi bila kita jumpa orang banyak sangat pun, dia boleh drain kita juga. So balance lah. Alright, but you don't have to be alone all the time. Okay, try to reconnecting yourself with people, and then sometimes you need to go out. For me, I think like every morning I have to push myself to go out. So that's why that's why work is important for me, because like when I have a job, it's very important because I have the purpose to go out. Kalau tak, I macam nak buat apa keluar? So for example, today cuti, right? Selangor cuti. So I was like, I don't want to do anything. I will sleep all day. Tak elok juga macam tu. But yeah, once in a blue moon, that's okay. Once in a while. But then not every day. That's not good for your health. Okay? And try to connect back to our real life situation. Do you have any heartbreak do you have any like you go through a loss, kehilangan anyone yang you sayang, a disappointment or burnout, a moment that you think like you don't know where to go, you lose you lost your direction, you don't know what are you going to do next, why is this happening to me, kenapa aku seorang je ke rasa macam ni, so what happened, why do I feel lost. So try to reconnect back in our real life. Maybe benda ni jadi because Allah wants to you get back to him. So Allah pulls us out of our busy life and place us somewhere quiet because Allah wants to hear our voice again. Allah wants us to talk with him. Okay? And then like healing happens not when we are rushed, but when we slow down. Okay? And sometimes it can be ordinary moments. Maybe reorganizing your room, try to find a new hobby or your previous hobby, try to spend with the good people, reading, mungkin boleh baca buku yang I suggest or maybe any books that you like. It doesn't have to be Japanese literature. It can be any self-healing book, or you just can simply brisk walking, even breathing. Even breathing is enough for you to heal. Okay, and what I can say here, there were seasons in our life where being in a quiet place. So we can like for me, I realized we need a stop. We need a pause. Bukan stop. We need a pause. Not because we are weak, but because our heart needs space to reorganize itself. So we all have our Morisaki Bookshop in our life, a place that holds us softly. So try to think, where is our Morisaki Bookshop? Okay, kejap lagi. Cuba fikir. Kalau ada, you can just answer me. Alright. And then remember that healing doesn't start with solution. It starts with safely. So you need to start with a small step. Okay. Alright. And the last book. Alamak, sorry, dah berkut lagi 10 minutes. Alright. So the last book is I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokpokki. Betul tak? I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokpokki. Okay. Alright. So this book, a little bit different from another two books. Sebab for these two books ada dua macam Days at Morisaki Bookshop ada two parts. First part talking about dia cerita pasal Takako. The second part about Momoko, if I'm not mistaken. Momoko, the auntie. Momoko returns, the auntie. And this one 5 short stories. I think Japanese dia banyak suka buat short stories kot, because ada juga buku yang I baca lain, they like to do short stories, but then this one it's about siapa pernah baca buku ni, Baik Sehi. So this book is about the conversation between her and dia punya siapa? Psychiatrist. Kan? Betul tak dengan psychiatrist dia? Yes, psychiatrist. Betul. Alright. So, this book is about her talking with her psychiatrist about mental illness. So, if you are going through something like anxiety, because she experienced anxiety, self-doubt, numbness, emotional heaviness. She thinks like she lack of purpose, and also she had because she passed away. So she had the fear of burdening others. Dia takut menyusahkan orang. And then through her weekly therapy session, so this is the conversation between her and her therapist, psychiatrist. And the theme of this book is actually, it's actually like you need to take time. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you need to take time. Mana dia? So you need to take time. I think it's similar to another two books. Small progress is still progress. So she said that, but in therapy, Sihi learns that you cannot heal what you cannot name. So the author said, I don't know why I feel empty. Pernah tak rasa macam tu? I don't know why I feel empty. Then dalam buku ni, the psychiatrist try to help her to untangle her emotion piece by piece. So it means that when you feel overwhelmed, when you don't know what kind of emotion is this, you don't have to jump into conclusion immediately. So it means that healing takes time, right? Okay, and then internal and external self, which means external, she looks okay, totally okay. She can smile. Biasanya orang yang banyak senyum ni dia lebih broken inside. I heard that a lot. Okay, and then so dia ni Sihi is like she looks normal, she looks okay, but then internally she feels exhausted and confused. But this is what we call high functioning anxiety. Yeah, high functioning anxiety. So you look stable outside, but then inside, you are struggling. If you think like that, maybe you can try to go to psychiatrist. It's okay to talk with them. Like, try to find someone to talk with. Don't suffer alone. If you don't think that psychiatrist will help you, maybe you can read books for the first time. Okay. And one of the most meaningful part of this book is the psychiatrist I wrote here. I jot down because I don't want to annotate this one yet. So I jot down here my notes. So the psychiatrist tells her, the fact that you are here and the fact you are trying is already progress. So small progress is still progress. So that's why I said, if you think that you are having a hard time, and then like you have internal external conflict, and then you feel like you are overwhelmed, you are think that you self-doubt, you have anxiety, then you might go to see psychiatrist. Not seeing psychiatrist doesn't mean that you are in a bad condition. So that's okay. All right. So the fact that you are trying is already progress. If you don't want to meet psychiatrist, like mungkin ada lah yang rasa, apa saya nak kena jumpa psychiatrist? Aku bukannya sakit teruk pun. Some people will be like that. Like they are very judgmental. Just try to find someone you trust to talk with. Jangan simpan sorang-sorang. Okay? And healing doesn't mean you need to be cheerful all the time. It's okay to cry. It's okay. It's okay to sleep all day. Tapi jangan hari-hari lah. But I tell you that walking is really helpful. Uh, um, Kalau dekat Japan, we call forest bathing lah. Forest bathing. Uh, Shinryoku. Um, which is you masuk hutan ke, jalan go hiking ke, or maybe you can go to jalan tepi lake ke, like grounding lah kan, kita back to nature. It will be helpful. Okay, and then when you think that your body needs a rest, needs to rest, then you have to rest and admit that you need help. Jangan tak admit yang you tak perlukan help. Okay, and then you need to know that everyone has their own pace. So healing slow. So orang lain dia punya pace. So maybe you think like, cepatnya dia heal, kenapa aku lambat? So it's no, you don't compare yourself to other people when it comes to heal. When it comes to healing, even your progress, jangan apa orang kata comparing. Okay, alright. So try to reflect back to your life. Okay, I think like we have another 1 more minute. So, sekejap. So across all this book, we all feel lost sometimes. And remember that healing is quiet, and then also meaning grows in ordinary moments, which means take a small steps each day. Okay? And then like the fact that you are trying is already form a purpose. Okay? And the last one, I would say that most healing isn't dramatic and it's invisible, because we cannot see how we heal, but people can see the changes in us. Okay, and then meaning in our heart, in our stories, like meaning can grow quietly within you, even when your life it feels uncertain. Okay, and actually like being kind to people pun boleh buatkan kita rasa hidup ni ada purpose. So just create a small step purpose in your life. Bangun pagi ada apa, esok ada apa nak kena buat. You have to have a purpose in your life. So when you read the book, it's not like guiding you about how to live, but then you will find that you are not alone. You're not suffering alone. And then it's also said that this is normal. Not like bukan you seorang je yang go through this one. This is sometimes we are questioning, kenapa kita yang kena macam ni? Why our life is like this? Okay, so think back, reflect yourself. What small things that restores my meaning in my life? So, what can give you comfort? Okay, try to think. Alhamdulillah. I don't know whether today's kuliah is exciting or not. But sometimes I also read books in a car. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So you don't have to. You don't have, yeah, belajar to say no. That's the most hardest thing for me. To be honest, that's the most hardest thing. But yeah, belajar untuk cakap tidak. Okay. Any other do you want to share? Sangat susah, yeah. Yeah, it's really hard, but not, orang kata, not impossible to do it. Any other questions, or if you want me to recommend any books that you might read? So actually, I usually, when I do book review, it's not like one way communication. It's like two-way communication. And usually, because I always do book review with my students, usually we will choose one book and then we will discuss about the theme and about the character. What do you think about this character? What do you think about this character? And then if you're the author, what will you do? Do you want to change the story? Something like that. But today, I'm just discuss about how we can heal through books, and then when we read the books, we can find probably it can give us ideas to how can we heal ourselves, and then how can we find our purpose in our life. So so before that, yeah, how to stay patient with our slow healing process. Okay, this is like very personal thing that I will share with you, that I go through. First, you have to accept your slow healing process, and then one thing that I like is, of course, read books. And when I feel like really broken inside, I will take my tasbih, hold my heart, or hold my chest, put my hands on my chest, and zikir. What zikir that I recite is I usually istighfar, because I think like and it really helps me. But I don't know whether it will help you or not, but maybe you can try. So I always take my tasbih, put my hands on my chest, and istighfar. Astaghfirullahaladzim. And then ni lah. Okay, and then banyak-banyakkan baca Sayyidul Istighfar juga. Bila banyak sangat, Sekejap tadi mana? Ada 2 je buku BI yang dibeli tapi belum dibaca. What buku BI yang you baca? Yang you have bought? Yes, buku TK banyak membantu. Yes, correct. I have a lot of buku TK as well. And sleeping a lot is how you survive through frustrating, but it helps. Yes, I know, sleeping a lot, because I sleep a lot as well. But then I suggest you to go to do the forest bathing. To do the forest bathing, which is try to walk dekat tepi tasik yang ada banyak-banyak pokok ke, macam tu. Force yourself to go out and walk. It will help you. And bila banyak sangat perkara dalam kepala, saya lebih suka tulis dalam journal. Yes, correct. You can do that as well. You boleh je tulis. And then I would say, kalau you tak ada orang nak bercakap, cakap je dengan ChatGPT. Because sometimes, kalau for me kan, I was thinking like, I takut burden orang. Macam okay ke nak cakap ni? Macam tu kan. Macam if I say this to others, I might burden other people. Kadang-kadang I rasa macam, Alhamdulillah, our team is very helpful, very like macam very open, macam especially yalah I would say they are my support system right now. uh, and then yeah, sometimes they will ask me, Haniza okay? But then kita akan cakap kita okay. Tapi sebenarnya kita tak okay. Kita tak, bukan tak okay apa, bukan tak okay kerja. Kerja okay. But it's like personally I have a conflict within myself as well. Tapi apa yang saya buat is that's what I go for, brisk walk, and it really helps. And then I do zikir and also write. Betul, journaling memang membantu. And also I'm also writing right now. Try to InsyaAllah lah tengah cuba juga menulis sekarang ni. Berjinak-jinak bila bila you dah dengan in that circle, so you are writing lah. So I'm writing right now. And apa, cuba juga apa nama, sometimes I berborak dengan ChatGPT, benda yang bukan juga kadang-kadang. So macam I mean like bukan apa, like it's non-academic things. Kadang-kadang I berborak dengan ChatGPT kan, kalau boring-boring, and I think like it might be burden other people. Mungkin ada orang tak nak dengar apa benda yang I nak cakap. So cakap je lah dengan ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT layan je. Kita cakap apa pun dia layan je. Alright. So any other questions? Or do you want to share? Ada benda nak share? Boleh share. Tak ada dah? Ada ke? Tak ada ke? Is everything clear? Hari ni okay eh? Hari ni kita relax je. Baca-baca buku. Sharing-sharing. So I hope that between the pages of the stories, we can find our life there. And then, Alhamdulillah. Inshallah. And then there's one thing that I want to share. One quotes that I really love to use these quotes. About this. Kejap Cari balik Hold on. Mana there's one quotes that I really like to share with people. We are just a chapter in like we are just a chapter. Okay. This one. I'm not a permanent person in anyone's chapter, but I can be the best temporary person you have ever met. Okay? So I hope your next chapter will be gentle, and may you find the purpose that is already waiting for you, slowly, softly, and beautifully. Okay, Assalamualaikum. And thank you everyone. Quote, which quote? Alright, I will type about the permanent person. I will type the quote here, yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum. I hope dapat ambil Thank you for joining us. Stop share.